My lords, ladies, those that lies betwixt. The hour of gaming is upon us. How are you guys? I'm doing good. Tonight I'm going to be playing a game I've never played before, so this is kind of a mystery. I don't know what I'm getting myself into here, but a bunch of people recommended this to me because they know that I'm interested in the French Revolution. And I guess this is like a dating sim, a visual novel. I don't really know what it is, but it's set in like French revolutionary times. So I figured we'd check it out. Probably, I'm gonna go ahead and pop a trigger warning on decapitation for this one. I would anticipate a certain amount of decapitation, though I guess I don't really know since I haven't played it. But you know, there tends to be a certain amount of decapitation that goes along with this territory. Let's go. Let's fucking do this. Okay. The carriage rumbles and bounces. I'm not doing that voice this time. The carriage rumbles and bounces along the cobbles as you approach Paris. Okay. Got it. Now, back. Fuck. Okay. Something. Carriage going to Paris. You guys can go back and read it, but I cannot. Yes, I know that that's what the buttons do. Okay. For now, though, you're already finished all of your books and Armand's letter. Okay, Armand is like your fiance or whatever. Okay, the coachman. May as well take in the sight. Reading the letter. Let's read the letter one more time, since we don't know what's happening. You must have read the brief letter over 100 times, but you always found new details to puzzle over. You guys like the voice? The voice is gonna get so old. Are you kidding me? I mean, okay, you must have read the brief letter over 100 times, but you always found new details to puzzle over. Armand's letters were often extremely long, a habit you'd frequently tease him for in your own missives. I guess I'm supposed to be French, but obviously, you know, it's like American media about like history times, so English, you know. Like the ancient Romans had English accents. Okay, the chat's saying yes on the voice. Okay, you signed up for this. It's no longer my fault. Cher Yvette, I know it may be sudden, but I want to invite you to live with me in Paris. Back in your provincial hometown, you were engaged to Armand before he moved north to Paris to participate in the Estates General. He dreamed of changing the country, and this was the political event of the century. You mailed love letters soaked in perfume. He replied with volumes about how much he misses you. The romance of it all helped make up for the inconvenience. Not that your parents cared much about the romance. At first, you'd been afraid to tell them their youngest daughter wanted to move far away. Instead, they nearly threw you onto the carriage to follow Armand to Paris. Is the accent serving? Is it, guys? I don't know. I'm not sure. While you understood the significant benefits your common family would receive from your marriage unto a noble one, you couldn't help but be a little annoyed at their eagerness to see you off. Okay. I can't wait for you to see it. It's unlike anything back home. A truly vital place where anyone can be anything. Okay. Je t'embrasse, Armand. Okay. That was something you were looking forward to. A chance to be something more. After all, Baroness Yvette de Marbeau. That's a sudden ring to it. Coachman. Should I take in the sights? I'll take in the sights. Okay, you crane your neck out the window to peer at Paris. It's even more than you imagined. I'm only gonna do the voice for characters. I feel like I'm figuring out what to do with the voice, because I do American voice for narrator, and then when we have dialogue, we go all, you know, European. It's even more than you imagined. The streets are a riot of color and energy as people go about their days. Elegant persons of fashion strut like brilliant peacocks. Students stumble under the weight of their books. Beggars alternate between pleading for alms and shouting invectives at passers-by. Although everything is kind of written in that voice, I've got to say. Everything feels significant, like the world's next act hinges on all of their choices. Though part of you is worried by your unfamiliar surroundings, you mostly feel excited. This place is to be the stage for your new life. Before you know it, the carriage starts slowing down. You must be there. Armand arranged to meet you at a tavern named the Orphan's Feast. Good name, good name. Love that. As tired and rumpled as you are. Thanks, Luan. You're glad that he planned to meet you in a place with ample food and wine. Yeah, it's true. When you arrive, the coachman helps you out of the carriage, and you find yourself outside a glowing, friendly-looking tavern. This must be the place. A grubby-looking child holding a... Yes, because he's the orphan. Inside, a woman polishing a lantern looks up as you enter, and her face breaks into a bright smile. Bonjour, madame, and welcome to the Orphan's Feast. Her eyes linger expectantly on the door for a moment before settling on you. You're suddenly reminded of how rare it is for women to travel by themselves. Ah, yes. This is the 18th century. How silly of me. I had quite forgotten which year I was in. Yes, very rare. How did it completely slip my mind? How may I be of service, she asks. This is my first time here. Is there anything I should know to help me find my fiancé? Yeah. Don't worry. While the rest of the city can be rather... She doesn't get a fancy voice. While the rest... She's a humble barmaid. While the rest of the city can be rather cutthroat, the Orphan's Feast is a relaxed place for getting your feet under you. It's a really helpful one to put a tutorial tavern right here. The woman puts down the lantern she was polishing. She favors you with a devious smile. I feel like I'm getting favored already. Find guests worth talking to and try to say the right things to the right people. You'll never have time to talk to everyone, so try to use your time wisely. Okay, so we gotta make decisions. I'm sure if you ask around, you'll be able to find your fiancé in no time. Okay. When she puts it that way, it suddenly sounds so easy. Do you guys think it's like... Do you think we're living in like the future's version of the 18th century where we should stop every 5 minutes and remind ourselves, oh right, I forgot that I live in a time period that sucks. I don't think so, because I think that probably reality is just going to get worse. Okay, well you have one outfit to your name at the moment. Okay, that's unfortunate. The Orphan's Feast doesn't feel like a particularly judgmental place in terms of fashion. Your credibility won't be shifted by what you're wearing here. Okay, so that implies that it will be shifted elsewhere. As long as you explore the tavern and talk to people, you should be able to find Armand soon enough. Okay. Okay, oh god, we've got like a fucking map. This is the party map. Select a room to talk with the people there. Okay. She talked to this guy, she talked to... Is this the barmaid? Or we're supposed to be finding Armand. Well, this guy looks the most, like, fancy, so... Okay, a reason for travel. A fellow traveler sits at a nearby table, having recently become acquainted with Paris himself. Perhaps he'll be able to point you... Okay. This is complicated. There's rewards. There's peril. Okay. Well, let's just see what our options are here. An amorous inquiry. Okay, a handsome young man approaches you. Perhaps he'll be able to help. I don't do handsome young men. We don't do that. So, pass. Thanks, Oliver. I'm glad that my stream is appropriate for your evening. Refreshments. Okay, should I get wasted first? I think that's the correct approach. Where do I get better clothes? I feel like it's getting me down. Okay. Other patrons don't look particularly happy with you either. Fuck. You bump into yet countless patrons with your bags, and your searching is starting to give the impression that you're eavesdropping. Okay. The barmaid from before approaches you. Madam, you look parched. Can I get you anything? Yeah, let's just start drinking wine. It's my usual approach. With a smile, she seats you at a nearby table before heading to the basement to fetch you a drink. I don't have wine upstairs. Okay. She returns and presents you with the bottle before pouring a dram into your glass. You sample the wine and signal your approval by placing a few livres on the table. The barmaid scoops up the coins with a grateful smile. Okay, oh, here's my, hold on. I'm covering the, like, thing. Should I just, well, you guys, it doesn't, if it becomes super important how much money I have, I'll just move it. Okay. Now that you're seated and sipping some of the house wine, you can see all the other patrons relax more around you. You're just another person stopping in for some rest and a quick drink. Yeah, because drunk people feel judged by sober people. I've gained credibility, and all I've done is start drinking. Love that. I love this alternate universe. Could you help me find my fiance? Yeah. Oh, a missing person. That sounds interesting. What's he like? He's funny, wears his hair in a ponytail, and always has a big grin on his face. I don't know. What does he look like? I guess he's probably tall and handsome if he's into me. But he even thought he had a chance. I'll definitely be on the lookout for him then. Okay. Barmaids are gonna barmaid. You know. You just stay here, and I'll see what I can find. Okay, she's inquiring of other patrons about Armand. I like that she's doing the quest for me. That's good. She returns a few minutes later and gives you a shrug. Madam, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I simply can't find your Armand anywhere. Oh no. She slips a piece of paper to you. You glance down and see a hastily written note. Don't know what's going on. Patrons get upset when I mention your fiancé. Even the owner won't talk. Pardonnez-moi, but it appears you left something off of my receipt. I guess that... Wait, what are these things? Okay. Increased payroll versus... Okay, I have credibility, so I can get away with... I can probably pardonnez-moi my way through the situation. You stare at her expectantly, hoping she'll grasp your intent. Understanding your implication. She sighs and picks up the note and scribbles for... Okay, she's on my side. We got this. When you get it back, it reads, I think your fiancé has made a powerful enemy. Don't know why. You have to get the rest from him. That's not my problem. That sounds like an Armand problem. Not an Yvette problem. By the time you look up from the note, she's already gone. Okay? You have a limited amount of turns to talk to each part. Okay. Turn-based conversation. Okay. I guess I'll talk to these people. A country woman. Now that you're more acclimated to the guests and travelers of the Orphan's Feast, you should be able to find someone that can lead you to Armand, okay? After hours of questioning and searching, it's late in the evening and you're still yet to find Armand. You're not sure why, but you feel exhausted. Maybe it's because it's late in the evening? just a guess. Who knew talking to people was such hard work? Yeah, I knew that. Now that you're warmed up, this may be a chance to finally find out where Armand is. You approach a woman who you spotted glancing your way earlier. She has a fancy dress. Pardonnez-moi, have you seen the Baron de Marbeau? I think let's be discreet here. Let's be smart about this. Thank you, Catherine. Thoughts on Foucault and power of language? A little bit overblown, but no. Most good philosophy is. Good. There's no such thing as good philosophy. At the mention of Armand's full title, she laughs nervously. Okay. A gentleman you remember seeing earlier walks by. He might prove a little more useful. Monsieur, a moment of your time. I'll be all. Okay. Everyone's trying to avoid me. You managed to get the attention of another woman. Hello. Okay. So I'm just like, I'm just waiting for my chance to abandon Armand here. And I feel like it's something about Armand. What is going on here? Okay. There's no sign of Armand. Okay. Well, guess I'm free. Single woman in 18th century France. It's not easy, but it's been done. The coach was only hired to take you to the tavern. Armand may not have been waiting for you like he said he would, but you memorized his address from all the times that you wrote it on your letters to him. It's the middle of the night, but the street is teeming with life. Light from the windows and the street lamps that sparkle like stars. You're tired and your feet hurt, but still, you can't help but smile. This is it. This is Paris. No matter what happens, you're still here. Okay. For a brief moment, you're not a country girl dragging luggage through the streets. You're the person you feel that you are. When you close your eyes, alone. I'm trans class. I'm trans aristocratic. You're overseeing a grand salon surrounded by poets, musicians, scientists, philosophers, and artists. You're elegant, sophisticated, and respected. You're getting close to the address. Armand never described his living conditions much, but he's the son of a baron, and his family was always well-to-do, especially compared to yours. You spent a lot of time in that carriage, wondering about the home you'd spent your new life in. Still, you didn't expect this. I guess being trans class is just marrying a rich man. Let's marry him and kill him. Maybe that's that's the approach we should take, don't you think? I mean, that's what I would do if I was 18th century France. Calling the house rustic would imply that you're out in the country, not in the center of a city. Okay, so Armand is actually poor. Okay, well, fuck him. Useless. The neighborhood is nice enough, but you're worried that if you breathe too hard on the building, it'll fall over. A well-kept woman in the attire of a maid opens the door and approaches you. Ah, bonsoir. I assume you must be Madame Yvette. My name is Camille. Monsieur Armand told me to expect you. Okay, let's not mention the rats. We're gonna play it cool for now. Merci, Camille. Please take me to Armand. I was hoping he was with you. Camille replies hesitantly. I haven't seen him in days. He's a lot to explain to you. Camille takes a deep, nervous breath. I'm afraid to tell you that you have to wait, madame. It's been days since I've seen Monsieur Armand. I was hoping he was with you. While you're still processing this latest disappointment, Camille sends you a notice of your mountain of luggage for the first time. But seems to notice, Mon Dieu, madame. Ridiculous. Why are we like switching to French? It's okay, it's fine. It's writing. Thanks, secret. I'm being catfished in revolutionary France. It's literally what's happening. Did you carry all this yourself? You must be exhausted. Yeah, well, I'm a country woman. She's not wrong. You're not certain how you're still upright and awake now. I've already made your bed, madame. Please go inside and let me take care of this. Okay. You take your diary, yeah, the most important thing, and leave the heavy lifting to Camille. The inside of the house isn't much better than the outside. Camille keeps the place tidy, but she can only do so much. So you don't care about that right now. You're just happy to have a roof over your head. You flop down on a nearby couch, open your diary, and start to write. You're tired, disappointed, and perhaps abandoned. But writing things down always helps make sense of the situation. Okay. I've lost money and gained credibility. Great. Was that me? 21. Mars. 1789. Okay. So we're running out of time here. Camille approaches you, occasionally wringing her apron with her hand. She's obviously nervous. Madame, there's something you should know. Okay, Camille, let's hear it. You're expected to attend a party the day after tomorrow, held by the Viscountess Marcel de Foix. I mean, Armand replied to the invitation, but you are to be his date. Thanks, Rodrigo. Or as French call it, poisson chatting. Yes. Oui. Thanks, Leo. Okay. Splendid. A party. Parfait. You didn't think what? Okay. It reminds me, Camille exclaims, if you're going to a party, you should probably make sure you're dressed appropriately. Fashion moves so quickly here that people retire outfits before they even wear out. At this proclamation, you can't help but notice that Camille's uniform has been repaired many, many times. Okay. Monsieur Armand was always going through clothes so quickly. He said that every outfit had a certain amount of novelty. Every time you wore them to a party, the novelty would go down a bit. Okay, thank you for explaining the game mechanics, Camille. That's very helpful. In fact, even a little thing like wearing the same thing twice in a row could run the novelty out faster. Can you imagine? I can imagine, actually, yes. Like being a YouTuber, honestly. Thanks, Apeksha. Fortunately, he knew the most delightful clothier on the Rue de Faubourg Saint-Honore. She runs a shop called Le Petit Mogul, and I'll draw you some directions. Okay. Le Petit Mogul. What does that mean? The little mogul. Now available to visit in the Paris map. If you head out today, you should be well prepared for the party tomorrow night. Okay. I wonder if the calendar is going to switch to the revolutionary decimal calendar. Wouldn't that be good? Okay, so we have a party tomorrow. We've got to get clothes. Explore Paris. Okay. Thanks, Rodrigo. She did call me last saison. That's true. Okay. Points of interest. Shops. Okay, so we're visiting the shop. Thanks, Pascal. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could decide. I feel like I'm gonna decide. I'm gonna see where things go before deciding who I'm warning. It's a long walk to the Rue de Faubourg Saint-Honore, but the trek to the... Sorry, my French is not existent. But the trek to the nearest street is worth it. Every block hums with a vibrant energy, bursting with life. Porters and social climbers. Disgusting. Wind their way through the streets, festooned with brightly colored parcels. Okay. Paris may be a city swimming in fashion and finery, but this is the source. The street is home to all the major fashion houses in the country. And to Rose Bertin, personal dressmaker for the queen herself. Okay. And now you're here. Back home, they sigh and dream of places like this, and quietly get back to their little lives. Not you. Your circumstances may be less than ideal, but you're still here. That's true. We can employ trickery to get through this. Okay. All right. Here's a clothing store. Very Turkish music. It's like an oud. Isn't that what that is? You open the door and walk into the tiny shop. Okay. Rolls of gorgeous fabric cover every surface. A cloying smoke hangs in the air. The scent is pleasant but wholly unfamiliar. As soon as the door swings shut behind you, you hear a sudden rustling of fabric further in the store. A customer, Alhamdulillah. A surprisingly young voice calls out. Oh, so that's right. She's Fatima. It's a Persian name, right? I don't know. Bonjour, madame, and welcome to Le Petit Mogul. A woman, presumably the owner, calls out to you. I have an important party soon. I need to look amazing. Oh, so new. What can you tell me about outfits and fashion? Okay, we'll do the tutorial. At those words, she looks giddy to the point of bursting and tries to play it off as a knowing smile. Deception is only half successful. Oh, I think I can help with that. Okay. Oh, is that me? Select one of my lovely outfits to see if it's to your liking. My stock changes every day, so be sure to visit often. Okay. Ooh. Okay, we can't afford this, but I want to because it is nice. Okay, let's look at the attributes that each dress has. Crown, church, military, bourgeoisie, revolution. Okay. So, don't clip this out of context, but we should probably take the side of the bourgeoisie. Because I feel like, you know, well, I don't know. The crown is obviously not gonna, that's not gonna lead to anything good. Thanks, Rodrigo. Thanks, Natalie. Oh yeah, I don't know. Where should there's not really any good place for the thing to, let me just make myself small and I'll be right here. Okay, there we go. I had to get money. Okay, I can afford this, but I'm gonna run out of money fast. We're gonna have to find a way to get money. Okay. Okay, let's antagonize the church as much as possible, because I don't care for the church. This could work. Wait, what? These are like the same, but they have different stats. Ooh, that's pretty. It's cheaper. I don't understand why these things have different stats. Well, let's save some money for now. I feel like this. Okay, which of these two should I do? Let's do this one. I think I just like it better. Oui. Okay, Madam Deficit. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Should I sell my provincial outfit? Provincial outfit. Actually, that's kind of cute. No, I'll just... Thanks, Moonshadow. Congrats. You awaken to the vision of sunlight filtering through the shutters, scattering sunbeams. This is a lot of writing for waking up in the morning. Scattering sunbeams across the dusty bedroom. It takes a few minutes before you groggily remember the events that brought you here. You also remember that tonight you have a party to attend. Camille enters your bedroom already full of cheer. Okay. Madam, when would you like to start getting ready? We may as well get ready now, right? Thanks, Laura. You're very welcome. It's good to hear. These preparations always seem to take all day. On days we have to have a party. You won't really have time to spend exploring Paris. Okay, good to know. Once you go to your wardrobe, we can get started. Okay, I've never really done anything like this. Can you help me put clothes on? I don't know. Okay, we'll do the tutorial. Thanks, Rodrigo. Yeah, we're all gonna get lead and arsenic poisoning from our 18th century makeup. Don't worry, madame. A glamorous woman like yourself is sure to catch on quickly. You're very good at this, Camille. I feel like Camille is one day going to cut my head off. Okay. Let's do our robe à la française. Wait, why am I exhausted? Thanks, Frank. Why am I exhausted? Okay. Fine entertainment and elegant merriment. So literally the stream. Okay, go to the party. Okay, this is like... we have to be on for this. I like 18th century gardens. See, what I like about 18th century gardens, thanks Clark, is there's a complete disrespect of nature. Or like a fear maybe of nature, a desire to conquer and control nature utterly and completely. Because it's like total like geometric, like obsessive, like tyrannical like shaping of nature. Thanks Leah. It doesn't eat the French game, yeah. Which I like because I hate nature. When your carriage drops you off at the party, you find yourself waiting in line for quite some time. So it's like a club. Great. Can I get on the VIP list, please? Because I have to work my way up to that. Looking at the other guests, you wonder if you're underdressed or overdressed. It's honestly hard to tell. Get it together, Yvette. You look over yourself one last time and confirm that you're wearing your robe à la française to a party being held by the crown. Okay. This is Rodrigo. Deadly nightshade in your eyes. Probably about as uncomfortable as those colored contacts are. I agree, Sai. Thank you. You guests have no strong feelings on your outfit and your credibility has not changed much. Okay, that seems like on target. Thanks, Guchum. The next Stardew stream? I don't know. My streams are not planned very far in advance. It kind of depends how this one goes. With preparations like this, the results of tonight could be a toss-up. Okay. While you're determining your standing in the world of fashion, you manage to overhear an interesting rumor while in line. You make a mental note of it. Okay, everyone paying attention. Yeah, a French robe at a French party, groundbreaking. You've gained a piece of cheap crown gossip. Okay, that's helpful. Unfortunately, I heard that the king's dick is broken, or whatever we're gonna say. Unfortunately, you can feel exhaustion set in. God damn it. God damn the exhaustion. Why am I exhausted? Does anyone have snuff or something? Coffee, whatever these people do. Being exhausted has given you a credibility. Okay. Immediately upon entering the vestibule, you're greeted by a doorman holding a small ledger. While he isn't physically barring your entry, his manner certainly is. Name, madame, he asks expectantly. Oh, should I call myself Yvette? I think it'd be safer to call myself Yvette Decaux because it seems that Armand's credibility around here is in question. Thanks, Boo Boo. Are your 20s overrated? Life itself is overrated, so just don't worry about it. The doorman looks perplexed. I don't see your name. Fine. Fuck, can I even get in just being his date? Don't say he could not attend, you idiot. Just explain that you're the Baroness de Marbo. Like, what are you doing? Don't tell him to look harder. I don't know. I feel like look harder requires a level of confidence I don't know if Yvette has at this stage, especially exhausted. Fine. Ah, that is most unfortunate. The good Viscountess de Foix was so looking forward to seeing him tonight. Please convey our deepest regrets at his absence. Our well wishes to his health. Is there anything I can get you? I guess I should just bribe people. That's one way. Would you take this gift to... Wait, that's kind of risky though. I don't know. Because... Is a doorman going to appreciate a 10 livre fucking wine bottle at this party? I don't know, Yvette. Seems a little risky. That's true, Rodrigo. Okay, let's try the more high class option that doesn't involve bribes. Oui, madame. I shall make sure the Viscountess herself. Here's of it myself. Here's some murmurs from other guests in the vestibule. Your gratitude and enthusiasm seem to have made an impression on them. Good. We're killing it. You've gained credibility. Guys, we're gaining credibility. Before you ask any other questions, he bows deeply to you. Pardonnez-moi, madame. Viscountess de Foix instructed me specifically to inform her as soon as you had arrived. We've heard so much about you. Guys, I'm doing so well. Enjoy the party, uses a smile. Okay, good. We're in. Okay. I have 2 remaining turns. This is a nice house. Thanks, Francisco. Okay. The royal household. A pair of ladies are whispering amongst themselves about some rumor concerning the family of His Majesty King Louis XVI. That information could be useful later. Let's just see what our other options are. The royal painter. Some guests are admiring a painting of the hostess. Apparently it was painted by someone of considerable skill. In fact, you may be able to meet such a person later. Okay. There's credibility possibly to be gained. Favor with Elizabeth. Minor peril. Okay, that's an option. I feel like I like that better than the gossipy ladies. A splendid hostess. Thanks, Christopher. It is a bribe to get my attention. The gentleman who just entered the room seems like he's at quite a few of those sorts of events. Perhaps he can tell you about the host of the party. You can potentially gain a lot of credibility there. I'm kind of curious with the painter though. I don't know. No, let's do the painter. Okay. In the corner of the party, you find 2 guests cluttered around a painting hanging on the wall, talking in low voices to themselves. You pause to examine the painting yourself. It's a beautiful piece that shows the hostess standing in a field posing with her dog. The eyes and lips in particular look marvelously lifelike. Do you have any idea how Marcel managed to get this? A man asks, his face a picture of shock, not taking his eyes off the painting for a moment. He must know the Viscountess de Foix very well in order to use her first name so freely. I have no idea, the woman replies, glancing furtively around the room. Ever since Madame Lebrun, that's a real person. That's an actual painter in the 18th century. People think that people actually sometimes say that I look like her. If you Google Madame Lebrun self-portrait, people say that I look like her sometimes. Ever since Madame Lebrun started painting portraits of the Queen herself, she seemed to find that she's above normal social niceties. It must have cost a fortune just to make an opening in Madame Lebrun's schedule. Okay, we definitely want to get close to Madame Lebrun. I feel like this is the way to go. You assume that Madame Lebrun knew much about social niceties to begin with, the man quips. The two of them share a slight chuckle at the absent artist's expense. You think that someone who worked on commission would care a little more what others thought of her. Okay. The woman turns and asks you furtively, what do you think of Madame Lebrun and her eccentricities? Okay. Okay. Should I admire her willingness to strain against convention? Should I take a risk on disagreeing with them? Or should I just say something neutral? I think I should do this. I've always admired her willingness to strain against convention. Oh, you really think making beautiful work can justify her transgressions? Yes, I do. The once snide guests stand quiet for a while, considering your point. I'm making controversial. I'm firing off controversial takes. Slowly they nod, and their faces break into polite smiles. My, I didn't realize we had such a fan in our midst. I suppose one can forgive an artist for being so eccentric, as long as their work remains beautiful. That qualifier at the end of her statement feels unnecessary, but it's an improvement. You've gained favor with Madame Lebrun. Don't worry, you'll meet her later. Okay. Knew that was a good move. The music is like it's like pseudo handle, right? With an exchange of polite nods. Wait, or is this literally just the water music? It's the water music, yeah. It is handle. With an exchange of polite nods, you part ways with these guests in order to explore the rest of the party. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, Marcel appears. A woman in a staggeringly pink dress approaching you, carrying her pet dog. You can assume that she's the Viscountess Marcel de Foix. The woman who invited you and Armand here. Okay, well, I think I'd better talk to her. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. The fucking dog. You nearly mistake the woman standing in front of you for some kind of walking confection. A pampered dog lounges in her arms. I don't believe we've had the chance to properly introduce ourselves. I am Viscountess Marcel de Foix. Thanks, Rodrigo. Yeah, Madame Lebrun, the Azalea Banks of the 18th century, exactly. Her voice raises in volume imperceptibly, but it's enough to draw the attention of a large crowd of the room. Everyone, this is Yvette, Armand's fiancée, okay? I guess Armand is okay in this company. A murmur of interest. I'm so glad to see you. Armand, that ambitious little thing, has told me so much about you. In fact, I'd say that he's quite infatuated with you. A common girl like yourself, you're so lucky. Well, I think you'll find, Madame de Foix, that I'm not so fucking common. I'm a trans aristocrat. My credibility's up. Yeah. I'm honestly kind of slaying this challenge. Yeah, we should not confess that I don't know where he is. I don't think that's... Yeah, he's ill. He insisted. Yeah, that's the way to go. Thanks, Emerald. Yes, so someone did say Azalea Banks. Oh, really? He insisted. He insisted. She trills and her dog yips happily. Okay. Well, I'm so glad you're here, and I'm sure he'll be well soon. Okay. Oh, fuck. I fucked up. I've gained peril. Okay, I can get out of this situation. It was just a joke. It was just memes. Nobody's heard from your cowardly fiancé in weeks, with pseudo Vivaldi, which is especially surprising, since he could never stop pestering his betters. Armand has become a huge liability. We need to ditch this guy as soon as possible. The crowd, which only seems to be growing, murmurs in agreement. In fact, it's been so long that I thought I was rid of him once and for all. Now would be a good moment to ditch Armand. I've lost credibility. Fuck. Okay. But now, I now have his cast-off fiancée who even had the audacity to lie to my face. Okay, I may be audacious, but at least I know how to treat my guests. Okay, perilous. Perilous. Why did you invite Armand here, cowardly? I'm guessing this means you don't know where he is either. I think I'll say that. I don't know where he is. In fact, it's a shame that Armand's already scurried off somewhere. I was really hoping to tell him this to his face, but then again, he always was so good at disappointing people. You will have to do. Please pay attention, because I hate repeating myself. Your Armand has gone off somewhere on another one of his foolish little political endeavors. Sounds like trouble. However, if you should ever find him, tell him that he is a traitorous weasel. Should go back to whatever backwater he crawled out of, and leave the running of this country to his superior. Okay, I will. God damn it. I keep losing credibility. Fucking Armand. A small cheer rings up from the crowd. Marcel studies your face intently for a moment, and her voice suddenly fills with concern. Oh, you poor girl, don't look so hurt. Think of this as educational. You don't belong in Paris, the same way that a stray cat doesn't belong in that dress. Oh! She gestures dismissively at your finery. Okay. This fucking bitch. Trying to look like us, act like us. Stop, you're just embarrassing yourself. Fuck, I'm losing so much credibility. I'm getting red. Now leave my estate and never show your face here again. Okay, that did not go well. Before you can... A valet grabs you roughly by the arm and drags you from the room. People like the Viscountess de Foix don't need you. Don't need to do their own dirty work. Yeah. They have servants for it. It takes far longer than you'd like to get outside. As the entryway was crowded with guests preparing to leave, you could feel their eyes weighing heavily on you. Okay, well, it's time to get vengeance on Marcel. Put her on the list. Put her on the guillotine list. when it comes, I think, well, you know, when I need to save my own self from being guillotined, we can tip off the. We could probably betray her at some point. Okay, when you finally get to the door, you feel a brutish shove and you stumble out into the courtyard, barely keeping your balance on your heels. The area is equally crowded, with various persons entering their personal carriages. You can hear somebody snicker, but you have no idea who it was. The only thing left to do is go home. I think it's time to take risks. That's fine by me. My face was the only pretty thing that gaudy house had. That's definitely the way to go. Boiling over of anger, oh boy. You turn and rain insults about the house, upon the host, even upon her dog. Yeah, fucking destroy that dog. In fact, you consider throwing your shoe through one of the windows before you remember how much you like that shoe. Yeah, that would be the downside. It's then that you notice several of the carriages have stopped just to watch your display. Scanning the faces of your new audience, you see the glaring, unamused faces of various party guests. Your views on Marcel and the crown in general have not gone unnoticed. The coachmen and valets, on the other hand, think you're hilarious. Okay, so I'm gaining revolution points. I'm telling you though, this is why I said you had to side with the bourgeoisie, because the aristocrats, it's impossible. It's impossible to work your way into that unless you get very exceptional circumstances. The working class are easy to please, but they're going to turn on us. They're going to turn against each other at some point. So we don't really want to be involved with that. Okay, we've lost favor of the crown. We've gained favor of revolution. We'll meet these people later. I need to go back to my Persian dressmaker. I feel like she's the... You nod to more appreciative members of your audience before leaving towards your own carriage. When you arrive at the place where your carriage is parked, you quickly find out that it isn't. It's gone. You check to make sure that you're in the right place, but to no avail. The carriage you hired is simply not there. He went home, a passing coachman says helpfully. while adjusting the harness on a particularly grumpy horse. Doorman came about an hour ago and told him you wanted the coach to leave without you. It seemed real important, so he went home. Okay. Great. Before you even respond, he gets his carriage moving, leaving you alone with yet another indignity. Going back to Marcel is obviously unacceptable. It's too far to walk home. Most of the other guests have already left. However, there appear to be 3 other carriages waiting to leave, each of them quite different. Perhaps one of them can help. Thanks, Daniel. Okay, we're going to split the humble carriage to the left and split the bold carriage in the middle. Inspect the extravagant carriage to the right. Bold carriage, I'm telling you, the bourgeoisie. The carriage in front of you is obviously being used by a soldier of sort. Well, the military. The driver is leaning intently towards the passenger compartment, waiting for orders. You recognize the insignia of the Queen's Dragoons on the side of the carriage. It feels noble and proud, but also capable. You consider the bold carriage for a moment. Is this who you'd like to ride with? Yes. Let's try it. Okay. Also, I have my dress is, for whatever reason, it's attractive to the military. Patriotic. At the sound of your approaching footsteps, the coachman's hand flickers towards his weapon. Oh god, I'm gonna get shot. Turning towards you, he looks up and down before he relaxes. With an apologetic nod, he gestures you toward the door of the carriage. You rap your knuckles gently against the carriage door. The door opens immediately, and the man inside steps out. The good soldier. He bows to you, formal and precise. Corporal Dumas of the Queen's Dragoons. How may I be of service? Okay. How do we handle this? Do we try to Well, I feel like soldiers love saving people. Let's go the like let's go the let's go the damsel in distress route. Yeah, you can't refuse, can you? You're just too heroic, Dumas. Okay. Nailed it. The second your seat of the carriage takes off, working its way towards the main road. The pace is fast and purposeful. Okay, I'm being assessed. I don't mean to be rude. No. Let's not do that. Let's be neutral. Did you have a good time tonight? I enjoy being the center of attention. There isn't an audience I cannot thrill. From the theater to the sword, I have a repartee for— oh god, he's one of these people. We gotta get out of here. Okay. As you can also tell, I'm also extremely humble. He gives you an exaggerated— get me out of here. What about yourself? What happened in there? Our host felt it was acceptable to victimize me for something my fiance— that is what happened. Disgusting, Corporal Dumas replies. I have no idea what our host was thinking, doing something so mindless and cruel. They should be ashamed. Quite. You deserve it, yeah. Should I get engaged to Armand? I don't know. Could be, I mean, sorry, not Armand. Dumas. Could be my way out of this Armand situation. I don't mean to be rude, but what was it? Okay, no, I shouldn't say that. What made you decide to give a stranger like me a ride? When I wear these colors, I represent the queen herself. Oh god. Could never turn down a woman in need. Yeah, that's what I figured. I was kind of counting on that. He straightens up his seat, looking every bit the man of action. Besides, the right thing to do is which is its own reward. Oh god, a Kantian. How'd you find yourself to be without a way home? Is it a young Dumas the writer? Yeah, maybe. I don't think so. I'll keep it cool for now. Well, you're in my carriage, so I have no choice to leave it unless it's some new sport where beautiful women see how many rides they can get from gullible do-gooders like my— oh god. Gullible do-gooders like myself. Well, yeah, I've gained favor. Alex. Oh, it is Alexandre Dumas. Because, right? If it's Alex. If it is, you'll have to teach me the rules sometimes. We can play on equal footing, okay? I'll definitely do that. I don't mean... Okay, I guess I have no choice but to say this. It's a fair question. Flicking his rank insignia for emphasis, this guy. Man. Every now and again, someone remembers my father and sends me an invitation. Your father. Your father's a noble. Does that title go down is that a heritable title? If so, you just got a lot more attractive, Alex. I think they're really just inviting my father's memory. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I attend because I'd hate to insult the host by turning them down. A comrade of mine was nice enough to arrange for me to have this carriage for the evening. He waves around to your conveyance, which is probably only meant for officers. Let me turn the question around. What was a commoner like you doing at that party? Well, definitely we don't want to be talking about the love of my life, because we definitely are trying to convey single energy. I think my fiance is missing and he was supposed to be there. I think that's the right tone. I'm just looking for leads. Yeah. I'm moving on a mission then. Uh-huh. When you find him, I'm sure he'll appreciate your loyalty. At least I can't imagine a man who wouldn't. It's pretty easy to get favor with this guy. You talk with Corporal Dumas a while longer, exchanging jokes and pleasantries. The conversation turns to your childhood in the country and coming to Paris. As you might have guessed, I'm not from Paris originally either. My father had to sell some precious things in order to bring me to... What does that mean? In order to bring me across the ocean and pay for my schooling. Needless to say, I was immediately captivated with life here. Probably from the New World. How are you finding your first few days in Paris? Yeah, let's go. It's trying, harsh consequences, but I see the possibility of great rewards. Yeah, because he's middle class himself, so we're gonna say middle class things. Amazing, I'll have you know, it took me over a year in Paris to fully grasp that fact. I'm just gaining so much favor. See, this is good. This is my road to the bourgeoisie. Alex is gonna be he's gonna take me there. He stares out the window in the city. Sometimes I feel like that's why I fell in love with this place. It does not love unconditionally, but can be infuriatingly fickle. Still, here you can climb into heights greater than any other place in the world. You can go home with commoners and no one notices. Your conversation with Corporal Dumas continues for the entire ride. He's polite, forward, and seems to have a healthy respect for you. However, you find that he dodges your questions whenever the subject of his family comes up. You try not to let it bother you. Everyone has their secrets after all. You're surprised by the carriage coming to a stop. You were so lost in dialogue, you hadn't even realized that you managed to make it home. Before the coachman can even hop off his box, Corporal Dumas opens the door and steps down. He offers you his hand. Oh, so gallant. He helps you down effortlessly and favors you with a theatrical bow. After braving all manners of danger, we have arrived at your home, safe and sound. Oh god. The Queen's Dragoons are proud to add another great victory to their name. This is a lot, dude. I've gained so much favor. And while we accept no payment, I must ask of you a favor, madame. Alright. What favor would that be? Next time we meet, please call me Thomas Alexandre. He pauses to stare into your eyes, or simply Alex, if you like. Okay, Alex, see you later. Good night. Before you can reply, he's already bounded into his carriage and sailed off into the night. You turn to your home and see that Camille is already there, holding the door open for you. Okay. Who is that, she asks. I don't know. I feel like Camille is someone to gossip with. Let's let's just open up that channel of conversation. Your mind brimming with new possibilities, you step inside and head upstairs. Slowly you get undressed and open your journal to record exactly what transpired tonight. Okay, so I've lost some novelty. I've lost a fuck ton of credibility. How did I lose Elizabeth's favor? I gained a ton of Alex's favor. Alright, well I guess I'm just a military trad wife. That's my path. Chapter 1. Establishing oneself. Okay. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Enjoy the harpsichord music. Be right back. Are you guys all just typing numbers? Weird. It's a weird choice, but okay. Thanks, Nidorino. I missed someone too. And thanks, Coladict. Is there a Boomer Zoomer related action you connect with? Using a Discman? That is a Gen... That is a Gen Y vibe. I used to have a Discman when I was like 12 years old. I listened to Eiffel 65 on it. It was 2001. Okay, it's more handle. In the process of waking up, you start to recall last night's humiliations. Boy, do I know that mood. And wish they were merely the product of your fitful dreams. It was every morning for most of my 20s. Unable to go back to sleep, you spent some time tossing and turning in bed before finally sitting up. Nothing is going to make last night go away. The only option is deciding what to do next. Vibes. What an absolute vibe. You feel exhausted, not physically, but in your very soul. Yes. Like your fate in Paris has already been decided. And that to remain here would be pointless. It would just be the humiliations of last night, over and over again. Thanks, Hazel. However, stronger than that exhaustion is a simmering rage you feel, all the outrageousness of your circumstances, at the injustice of your treatment, and at the thought of going back to your tiny village after finally making it here to Paris. No, you must go back. You cannot go back. You must not go back, I see. Sorry, I'm bad at reading. Not while a single candle of your ambition still burns, okay? Camille pops into your room. Camille is very enthusiastic, look at this. Already dressed ready for the day. Bonjour, madame, she beams. Camille, how many cups of coffee have you ever had? It looks like you had quite an active night. Thanks, Rodrigo. Is there anything I can get you? Please find a spare pillow and smother me. Vibes. I'm not sure. Do you know how to make murder look like an accident? I'm sorry, madame. The other cushions are waiting to be washed. We can't have you end your life with a dirty pillow. It would be improper for a woman of your station. Thank you for playing this game with me, Camille. While you wait, I must insist on getting you something to drink. Going without wouldn't be healthy. Okay. I'm getting a weird vibe from Camille. What is Camille's angle? Thanks, Michael. Do I want tea or wine? Tea, let's stick to tea for now. Camille returns so quickly with the tea that you're certain she's made it ahead of time. It's piping hot, fragrant, and now I want tea. You drink the brew in silence, the gears of your mind slowly getting up to speed. The tiredness fades. Your angst does not. You've gained credibility. Oh, from tea. Tea always makes one credible. You take a few moments to finish your drink in silence and collect your thoughts. Something that keeps coming to mind is all the gossip you've heard during your time at the party. Most of it was idle prattle, but some of it's scandalous and valuable. Without an inheritance or a job, you need a way to make some money. Yeah, sell it to the Libelists, right? Yeah, someone would be willing to buy gossip. Is that a thing people do? It certainly is. Camille taps her chin thoughtfully. Well, when I was at Le Hall the other day, someone mentioned something about a newspaper with these amazing society pages. I think it was Le Trompette du... How do you pronounce this? Pup? French is ridiculous. Okay. Let's go to the gossip rag. Thanks, Lady Bird. Congrats. They'd have to get their stories from somewhere. Why not you? In fact, I bet you'd be great at that, madame. You know, that's a good idea, Camille. Very good idea. That's a way to make money. You walk through the city following Camille's directions. Eventually, you find yourself threading through narrower and narrower streets. The alleys packed with refuse and the occasional vagrant napping in the shade feel almost oppressive in their closeness. Suddenly, the alleys open into a wider street near a square. You hear the splashing of a fountain nearby. You finally land at the sign for TMZ 1789 edition. The paint appears to be fresh, but the office seems awfully small. The door is locked, but you give it a knock. Nobody answers. Look around. You find a hastily written note lodged in the door frame. It reads, "Office temporarily closed. Engaging in emergency fundraising efforts. We apologize for the inconvenience. Management. P.S. Fear not the setback. The light of journalism shall never fade. I have bad news for you, management." It's at that moment you realize the splashing in the fountain is getting louder, accompanied by some of the most inventive profanity you've ever heard. Against your better judgment, you decide to investigate. "Aha!" a reedy voice shouts triumphantly. You come upon a man in a grubby finery, up to his knees in the fountain. Pierre. His shoes have carefully been placed at the water's edge. He does a little jig as he drops the wet coin into his snuff box, which is clutched tightly in his other hand. Noticing your presence, the man in the fountain turns to you with a nod and a smile that attempts to be ingratiating. "Bonjour, madame." I guess I'll try flattery. Why, in fact, I am, bonne dame. My name is Pierre Renaudot. Okay. How may I be of service? If I wanted to start some gossip, how would that work? Yeah. A devious smile crosses his face. New to this, are you? Don't worry, it's much easier than you think. Ah. Oh, that's cheap in that sense. Got it. Cheap crown gossip. It's tier and freshness, but also has an effect. If you peddle influence, it'll take the gossip for free, but you can use that effect to change the standing of a faction. You know, I don't need to ingratiate myself with the journalist section. I'm nobody, you know? If I was somebody, then sure. Okay, so is this for worth 30? Sure. Are you sure? Yes. Okay. Great. Now we can use the gossip to buy more dresses. It is basically a drama channel, yeah. You wake up the next morning to a polite knock on your bedroom's doorframe. Camille enters carrying a small armload of letters. Madame. Camille starts both confused and hesitant. There's a lot of letters here for you. I'll just take one, sure. The letter, written in elaborate calligraphy and sealed in stamped wax, appears to be an invitation to a party. Ooh. The other letters created in Camille's arms are of a similar type. Why would anyone invite me to a party? Well, madame, you're a little famous right now, Camille replies. Everyone's heard about your run-in with the dreadful party host a few days ago. How they preyed upon your honor and spirited away your carriage driver, leaving you trapped alone. See, this game is accurate because this is actually how fame works, right? Outrageous behavior is always attention is always good. It's the fucking up in a big public fashion is better than not being noticed at all. That's how this works. Now I get to go to more parties because I fuck up spectacularly. No. There's no need for details. Camille starts to talk faster and faster. Then, when all was lost, you were saved by a beautiful stranger who escorted you home in the moonlit night. It's so romantic. No. Ew. No. Oh, the rumors are already turning rampant. Why, just in the market the other day, I heard someone say that you've taken a liking to... Camille stops and stares into space and blushes. Actually, never mind that. Never mind what? It's just rumors from the marketplace, madame. Nothing you should dignify. Of course not. In any case, this is your chance to meet people in the city who don't hate you. Or Monsieur Armand. I don't want to meet Monsieur Armand. Monsieur Armand can go fuck himself. You've received many party invitations. You can now receive party invitations for all over Paris. Okay. In fact, I'm sure that anyone who really judges you fairly is going to love you. What is your deal, Camille? Why are you so into me? I can't tell that I can't tell if she's a crush on me or if she's like trying to get money or what's her angle? Why is she still even talking to me? Like that's all well and good, but how does any of this work? Yes, give me a tutorial, Camille. Don't worry, madame, it's quite simple. Request the attendance of Madame Yvette Decaux to his choir recital. Okay. This intimate party is sure to be very height of cheerful gaiety. Should I... How many... Okay. I feel like I have to choose between a choir rehearsal and a wine tasting. The next day... Wait, no, these are different days. Okay, we're good. Opera Gala, Poetry Salon. Those are on the same day. Military Ball. Thank you, Danny. Your ex... I don't know. You should, frame her boyfriend for some... Sorry, my head's in the game, so I'm thinking deviously. Okay, so we should accept this. Okay. Okay, these are on the same... Wait. Yeah, these are on the same day. Okay, so... Opera Gala... or Poetry Salon. I think opera, I feel like it's more my style. I don't know. 18th century poetry was a little... It's not as good as 18th century opera, let's put it that way. Thanks, Rodrigo. Opera. A military ball. Well, oh god, I guess we have to go to that, since apparently the military loves me so fucking much. It's hard being trans aristocratic. I just want to be recognized for my true identity as the upper class. Wait, what? What's going on? Oh, this one. Wait, why can't I accept this one? Can you only accept, like... Is this broken? Why is this not working? Okay. Oh, here we go. Wine tasting. Sure. I feel like I'm gonna end up... Yes, Danny. Don't... Never mention again, but yes, frame him for... You know. for Mount Doom. I feel like I'm gonna end up humiliating myself at a wine tasting. Seems risky, but I accept. Because humiliating myself is like, that's honestly what's raising my status in the world. It's kind of like me in real life. How I didn't really get anywhere in life until I started humiliating myself for money. How it works. It's the only way to get anywhere. Okay. See, I can go all over the place now. The perils of journalism. Rumor mongers. Music to your ears. Well, let's go with music to your ears because we need to prepare for that opera thing. These are incidents, I guess is the question mark. I still haven't, I haven't completely given up on like class climbing my way to the, wait, but no, I don't want to class climb my way to the top because the top's gonna get decapitated, right? I don't know, this is tricky. It's a tricky moment in history to be trying to maneuver around with this shit. I feel like it's a good time to be a commoner by ancestry, but it's never really a good time to be a commoner. You know what I'm saying? Like we want the ideal is to be rich while still perceived as revolutionary. So that's what we should be going for, right? The revolutionary rich. Okay, I figured it out. It's once again the same as real life. Visit location. You decide to spend the day walking alongside the river. Halfway through your walk, you notice the sun hitting the water just right, lending brilliant light to the colorful ships and boats. That's nice. It's a chance moment that looks beautiful as a painting. You pause to lean against a railing just to take it in. Where's Madame Lebrun? Where are you, Madame Lebrun? You need to paint this. Nearby, you watch the small private ferry bump into a lavish pleasure craft, igniting a stream of insults and violent oaths from the pilots of the two crafts. Guys, don't clip my Sigma mindset tips, okay? Just as the ferryman pulls his oar out of the water to hit someone, you notice that you're not watching this scene alone. A man in black and white with a curious brooch on his jacket is watching the same scene as yourself. Beautiful music, isn't it? He asks quietly. I wouldn't call two men threatening the virtue of each other's mother's music. Okay, so this is not actual music. I want to meet Madame Lebrun. I want to seduce Madame Lebrun. God damn it. Do you often sneak up on unsuspecting women? I'll say that. If I've surprised you, I assure you it was unintentional. Okay. I simply didn't want to interrupt the proceedings going on before us. He gestures out to the river. One of the ship pilots is trying to jump over onto other boat, but is in the process of being restrained by his own crewmates. As chaotic as it seems, even this everyday conflict has a familiar rhythm, order, and tempo, just like music. Wait, are you a musician? Ah, yes. Angelo Stroessner, at your service, madame. Yeah, let's not mention Le Trompette, I think. Let's try to read this guy. Should I put on airs and be like, Yvette Decode, charmed, I'm sure, or should I just be like, Yvette, just Yvette, citoyen Yvette. Oh, Harry's here. Wait, where? I have to... Is he a mod? Eh. Ryan, I don't know if this game, I don't think this game is straight. It doesn't, I'm not getting, like, I don't know. I would just be very surprised if this game is entirely straight. It isn't, I'm not really getting hetero vibes apart from, you know, the bare minimum. Okay, let's go the people's route. Well, just Yvette. Citoyen Yvette. It's a pleasure to meet you. We spoke of music earlier, and I realized that you may be able to help me. I have a decision that's left me feeling quite divided. Okay. I recently finished a new composition, and I'm looking for a sponsor who could help me fund the first performance of it. And I don't know which to pursue. As of right now, the two groups with the most influence in the world of music are the church and the bourgeoisie. Okay. Thanks, Chris. That's very nice of you. I'm certain my composition will bring popularity to whomever sponsors it. But I don't know who would be best for me. I don't know. Well, I think the church is like, now is not the right time in history to be like making friends with the church. The church is about to have a hard time. let's maybe stick with the bourgeoisie. The bourgeoisie are the best choice. They have ample wealth and willingness to explore new ideas. Yeah, absolutely. Call it a symphony of reason or something. They'll love it. Can people who are like real leftists in the in the chat explain, is the French Revolution considered a bourgeois revolution or not? I feel like it is a bourgeois revolution. Although there were people who were participating who were like peasants, right? It's kind of a mix of classes. Just anti-aristocrat, anti-church, right? Yeah, I think it's fine. That's quite the good point. It is a good point. I'm pretty smart, dude. I'll start reaching out to my associates in the bourgeoisie. Both hates. Same. Okay. The bourgeoisie has gained a little power. Oh, fuck. I'm cancelled. I fucked up. Okay. He pauses to check his pocket watch. It seems I should be about my business. Enjoy the rest of your day, Yvette. Okay, he's excused himself. It ended with an emperor. Yeah, but lots of revolutions end with emperors. You look out upon the river, and it seems that the conflict between the two boatsmen has been resolved without anyone being sent to the bottom of the river. I guess that's weird. I guess it's good. You like the asymmetric bun? I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's an accidental asymmetric bun, but like, I feel like it looks very casual and like unintentional, which it is. So like, I guess I like that aspect of it. I'm like, because I just like sloppy as fuck right now. It's kind of working. All revolutions are bourgeois revolutions. Wow, that's crazy. Experimentally, you close your eyes and just listen to the noise of the city. Perhaps you're imagining things, but it does almost sound musical. Okay, let's try to avoid Angelos from now on because I feel like he's putting weird ideas into my head that cannot lead to anything positive. The next morning you wake up from a long night's rest, feeling pretty much the same as you did last night. Now that you think about it, you've been feeling tired since that terrible party a few nights ago. Rodrigo, yes, he's an 18th century SoundCloud rapper, 100%. Camila enters the room, carrying some breakfast. Bonjour, madame, you look unwell. Nicely spotty, Camille, I also feel unwell. Well, don't worry, this sort of thing used to happen to Monsieur Armand all the time. He would attend all these parties and forget that sometimes he needed to rest. Why are you so enthusiastic, Camille? I'm like, she's kind of making me nervous, you know? Our mom was always the sort of person who'd burn the candle at both ends. Thanks, Sid Frost. My workout routine, all I do right now is like resistance band shit, like squats and things with resistance bands. I think I want to get a standing bike though, because I don't do any cardio and I probably should so I don't like die soon. In fact, you are both often guilty of this, which is one of the reasons the two of you got along so well together. The more parties he attended, the more exhausted he was, which made things harder and harder for him. Okay, I guess this is a warning. Yeah, is Camille poisoning me? That's the kind of shit I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? If she wants me, that's kind of unfortunate because I feel like being a lesbian in the 18th century is not easy. And if you're going to be an 18th century lesbian, it's not advisable to be poor, which I feel like is the only thing. Because me and Camille are both commoners, and as revolutionary as the revolution is, lesbianism is not on the agenda. The Jacobins would not allow it. There's no way, right? The Jacobin is still it's still a patriarchy. Even the Jacobins are the patriarchy. Remember, madame, instead of spending the day outside, you can always rest at home for a day to recover your... Okay, I should probably do that. Home is now available on the Paris map. Okay. I might do just that. Oui, oui, madame, she replies. Is Camille gonna stab me at my sleep? Jesus. She's giving me very crazy vibes. Portrait of a lady on fire. Yeah. Okay, how's my... I have 20 credibility and 10 peril. How is my, God damn it. We kind of need the revolution, don't we? The more I think about this, the more I realize that actually being a woman in pre-revolutionary France is not really ideal. This kind of sucks. I don't know why. I don't know why I needed, I don't know why it took me this long to figure that out. How long away is feminism? I feel like there was like feminism at this time, but it wasn't getting anywhere. I wasn't getting anywhere yet. Yeah, Camille, look at her in the background, just giving us full crazy eyes. The eternal question: murderer or gay? Most of them are. Yeah, she seems to really want me to nap for a day, which is making me anxious. Okay, our next event is on the 26th. Wait, what day is today? Okay, Dumas. Do you think Dumas is from Haiti? Because shit's about to go down in Haiti. That's gonna be interesting. Camille, thanks for you. Camille wants to storm my Bastille. Yeah, that'd be so. How do I know how exhausted I am? I can't... Did I actually just sleep or not? I'm confused. A Hessian doorman. The maid and the archer. Walking near the market, you come across your own maid of all... who seems to be in a bit of trouble. Okay. Well, we are curious about Camille. It seems like it's mostly like risk and rather than reward, though. Hessian doorman. Exploring a more dangerous part of the city carries some risks, but some of the violent types you might meet could also be useful, or even employable. I gotta rest. Yeah. Return to estate, I guess. Doing me. How do you sleep? I don't understand how this game works. I'm sorry. Am I winning? I'm pretty sure I'm winning, yeah. buy more outfits. Do I have, how much, do I have money? I'm gonna need outfits for the party. The parties. Thank you, Eric. Camille smelling salted as poppers. I don't know if they're poppers. I feel like... Eh. You rest by going to the map and clicking your house. Okay, thank you. That's what I needed. Wait, where is my house? Okay, home. Okay. You decided to take the day off and spend... Okay, figured it out. Thank you. I need to be told how to do video games. Thanks, Yam. I have not seen Gentleman Jack. People keep bringing this up. I have a lot of game media I need to consume. After spending the day in, taking care of yourself, and doing some light reading, you finally feel recharged. The exhaustion of that had been affecting you before has passed. Okay, good. You no longer have any exhaustion. Okay, perfect. With that complete, your turn focuses on other matters that demand your attention. Oh wait, fuck. I have to get ready for a party tonight. Fuck, I don't have novel clothes to wear. What's the thing tonight? Wait, it's a choir rehearsal. So that's a church event. So maybe I can wear my provincial clothes to that. Okay. You will receive church gossip. Ooh. I love a good bit of church gossip. Yeah, I feel like this is the look for a church thing. You know? And it has plus 19 because apparently the military men love a peasant girl. So we can give peasant realness tonight. That's all it is. Definitely not me being an actual peasant. Certainly not. Okay, go to the party. It's time. I'm like very absorbed by this game. I've got to say, like, this is really... I know it's very on brand, but I'm like fully into this. As your carriage nears the party, you consider taking one last moment to assess your preparations. Assess preparations. You're neither well-rested nor exhausted. Nothing is holding you back from doing your best in this game of wit, okay? You check a tiny mirror you keep in the carriage to see that you're wearing a provincial outfit to a party being held by the church. Oh yeah, Catholics, true. They'll... Yeah. The guests have no strong feelings in your outfit, and your credibility has not changed. See, it's fine. Thanks, Stephen. Your message will not send with the French accents. YouTube is francophobic, yeah, someone should address this problem. With preparations like this, the results of tonight could be a toss-up. Thanks, Q. Oh, thank you. I'm glad it was in a good way. You step out of your carriage and hear the ripple of whispers that signal your arrival to any social event these days. Yeah, that's true. I'm that crazy woman who yelled at an aristocrat. There's a small line in the vestibule as guests are waiting to get in. While you're standing in this line, you manage to overhear an interesting rumor. You make a mental note of it. What is this music? It sounds kind of like Corelli, or like one of those Italian composers, you know? You make a mental note of it. Okay, we got church rumors. Cheap church gossip. Love it. A servant checks your invitation. Everything seems to be in order. Should I be bribing people? I don't know. Do you bribe wine to the church? I guess you do. They're Catholic. Thanks, Fred. I have seen San Junipero, yes. It's literally just a drama simulator, yes. But it's like 18th century drama, so I get more into it. Yeah, I feel like let's get the Oh, they're noting my generosity. See, I don't know if I would have guessed that. Thanks, Franca. Blood of Christ bribe, yeah. Credibility up, peril down. Okay, I guess bribe everyone is a lesson we've learned here. Now let the games begin. Okay. So this is a choir rehearsal, is that right? Okay. A colleague in journalism. There's a woman here who apparently used to work with Pierre in the past as a fellow huntress of gossip and rumors. The two of you might have quite a lot to talk about. Thanks, Claire. Thank you. Okay, so we can potentially get gossip out of this. Wow, thank you, Danny. It's very nice of you. I'm sorry, that sounds terrible. Reality is dumb. I hope I can help you distract from the pain. That's the reason I stream, to distract from the pain. Okay, we've learned, yeah, always bribe people. That's the valuable moral lesson we've learned so far. I just want to check out our options here, you know? Madam Mirror. Why is there a woman here who looks so much like you? That's weird. I don't know if I want to... open that can of worms. A brief skulk. It appears the party's host has left their study unlocked. This might be a oh, yikes. No, I'm not a petty pickpocket. Come on, we can do better. Cheap bourgeoisie gossip. Love it. Forgiveness is divine. A jilted gentleman has sought out your company, and he was quite the grudge to settle. However, firmly held grudges often lead to loose tongues. Okay, I feel like our best option is clearly the colleague in journalism. You approach a woman who's been eyeing the other guests in a particular familiar way. In fact, it's the exact same way you look at guests at these functions. Another libeliste. She looks up at you. Yvette Decaux, I like it. I take it. She asks, sipping on a glass of white wine. Yo, they have wine in church? I'm going to the wrong church parties. I hate Protestantism now. A fine assessment. Oh, do I? My name is Anne de Croix-Mer. Sorry, I can't say French. We're both acquainted with Pierre Renaudot. Funny little man, isn't he? Yes. I used to work for him as a rumor monger a long time ago, before his boss passed away and bequeathed him the newspaper. She could be a waifu. I'm kind of trying to climb up in the world, you know? Of course, since then I moved on to greener pastures. How's Pierre doing, by the way? Does he still gamble like a madman? I like this, Oh no, he doesn't drink anymore. I hear the Pope might have him canonized. Yeah, let's be a cunt. Oh, can you imagine? I once saw the man wager a full week's wages on a wiglouse racing. On wiglouse racing. Got it. Normally you'd think that she was joking, but this is Pierre we're talking about here. By the way, I'm not certain what you're doing here tonight, but I'm here to interview the Comte de Boulainvier. I mean, he doesn't know it's an interview, but that's not important. Got it. Simply put, I'm here to find something interesting related to the church. Can I trust you to stay out of my way? Yeah, let's try this. Interview him together. I'd be agreeable to such a plan if we both sold the story to our respective employers at the same time. They'd be none the wiser. Yeah, I love that it works that way. She leads you over to the Comte de Bougainville, or however you say that, and engages him in conversation. It looks like they've met before, but he has no idea what her actual profession is. Fortunate. The two of you alternate in your conversation with him, slowly drawing out details of the latest scandals. Like a good gentleman, he attempts to remain discreet, but against the two of you, he doesn't stand a chance. Against the two-pronged ambush of your charm. You have gained a piece of cheap church gossip. Okay, that's good. The three of you stick around together, chatting for a while, before you find there's nothing else to be gained from this conversation. Okay. Anne is destroying ethics and games journalism, yeah. Wait, who are you? Holier than thou. Your presence hasn't gone unnoticed by those who consider themselves extremely pious. For some unbelievable reason, they doubt the honesty of your intentions here. Why? This might be the ideal chance to turn such attacks around on them. Yeah, why would you question my sincerity as a Christian woman? Did we already get his information? Okay, I guess I kind of need to... I feel like that's risky. Two female journalists who are really good friends, yeah. Alright, let's try this. She looks familiar. You breathe in deep and take the smell of nearby candles as you survey the party for the best... Yo, I'm into the idea of church parties. This is kind of dope. Like, this is way better than other things that I've done in churches. In fact, you managed to spot a cluster of people who should be perfect for just that. Okay. Intercepted by a woman who isn't merely wearing a sour look on her face. She instead appears to be living that look. Bonsoir, Madame Decaux. Let me save you some time and tell you that your reputation has preceded you. Oh no. A lot has been said about your conduct, and none of it labels you as a woman of God. What are you talking about? Can't even imagine. Chen. So answer me a simple question. What exactly are you doing here? I'm here to change my ways. I'm confessing. Whatever people do. You're just here to cast aside your social climbing ways to seek a life. Yes, exactly. That's exactly it. I suppose that could be possible, she admits, glancing around, as if the devil himself was preparing to jump out. Since the devil fails to appear, she is forced to accept your story. You've gained a little credibility. Yeah, I'm not a social climber. What are you talking about? Without another word, she leaves, both cautious and confused. Okay. Okay, and we got more cheap church gossip. Alright, it's time to still gossip. See, I have no moral hang-ups about gossiping about the church. The guests scatter. You carefully rehearse your newly acquired gossip in your head. Okay. It's not your ideal outcome, but you still managed to rid yourself of a prying fool. Thanks, Hans. Thanks, Danny. This is me. This is me by my fireplace with my diary and my... I love this. I love this for me. Okay. Yesterday there was a hot air balloon launch. Oh, the what were the name of those? It was like these two brothers who invented hot air balloons. The public is absolutely fascinated by these new machines. Though you remain unconvinced. Yeah, I'm not that impressed. Montgolfier. Yeah, Montgolfier brothers were richly decorated with the king's heraldry. Apparently, it was quite a sight. Yeah, we're not impressed. The launch itself went extremely well, but apparently that was the problem. His attendant couldn't help but notice that despite all the king's royal privileges, special seating, and resplendent symbols, all of the event's focus was on the balloons themselves. The king, who already struggles with asserting himself, put on a spectacle that he was not the center of. Thanks, Matt. Dankeschön. Perhaps royal traditions shall be eclipsed by this swell of science and innovation. Oh God. This is exactly the kind. It's on a path towards atheism. Towards atheism and rationality. You hate to see it. Okay, the bourgeoisie is just consistently gaining power. I guess that's kind of what the bourgeoisie does. Okay. Okay, we've got another invitation. The attendance to their... Okay, more music. Love that. The purest form of merry amusement. Okay, should we pick something 2 parties in a row? Yeah, I guess so. Should I get a harpsichord? I want a harpsichord. In real life, I mean. Okay, so we should probably take a day to rest. No, we gotta sell gossip. Are there other places that we can... La Place Royale? Is this another place to sell gossip? No. It's a place to troll for gossip. Okay, let's go back to the trumpet. Pierre's office either looks marginally cleaner than before, or he's managed to shuffle the mess into differently shaped piles. Wait, oops. What are you talking about, Pierre? How do you know that? Well, because everyone sells him gossip, that's why. Yeah, I'm very credible. My keen journalistic senses are never wrong. Okay, I'm sure they're not. How much did you ever... No, apparently nothing. It's early February. You take... Okay, this is like a flashback. Le Sig... Does that mean the Swan? A small tavern in your hometown. The hood of your cloak is still up, but it's less to do with the snow outside, more to do with the fact that you don't want to talk to anyone else here. After a few minutes of trying to read your book, but failing to really get into it, you hear a set of footsteps approaching your table. Bonjour, Yvette. Oh, it's Armand. He looks like Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. I hope you weren't waiting too long. It's not polite to keep waiting. Je suis désolé, ma chérie. It's taken so much longer to get my affairs in order than I thought. Now I'm already spoiling your last night. Just kidding, it's fine. I'm sorry, it's just the Estates General is important, but so are you. I'm panicking and that's what he's doing. And writing letters night and day in order to get ready. Okay. What is your politics, Armand? I feel like we need to learn this. He pauses and takes a deep breath. Enough of that. If I want to feel sorry for myself, I can do it on the carriage to Paris. Tonight is for making sweet memories. Okay. He waves a barmaid who brings you a bottle of wine and some glasses, along with a loaf of freshly baked bread that's still steaming when it touches the table. Okay. Sure. I'm not reading this because it's boring. With the wine finished, Armand pauses to place the bottle on its side, a curious habit he picked up from his father. He takes a deep breath, waits a moment before saying, "The snow appears to have stopped. Would you like to join me outside? I have something I want to show you." Outside, the night air is brisk. Even the colors of the moonlit sky are cold. The stark contrast in the fireside warmth of the tavern. But despite the open air, it feels more intimate and personal than the small tavern you left behind. While I like Lissigny as much as the next man, I prefer to spend our night with something that's just about us. Sure. I don't want to be in this flashback. I want to be at a party. Okay. Walking along the lake, leaning heads on shoulders. Don't kiss him. No, we should commit to gayness. Yes, the view. Okay. It said that a man stumbles out of the darkness. We've seen him before. His accent is foreign and wholly unfamiliar. All you know that he isn't French nor the English. This town is relatively small, and yet you don't recognize this man. Who is this? Oh. Charles. Documents. Just a girl from the village. Necking him. Riots. The States General may be the last chance to keep this country on the proper course. Yeah, that's gonna work out great. Which means we can take absolutely no chances. Okay. Joanna. Your fiancé is trying to look pensive, but his expression falters slightly. Looks back and forth between the two of you and gives a slow, formal bow. Please excuse my intrusion. Bonne nuit. Okay. What's going on? Are you in trouble? Armand explains and exhales and smiles. Oh, so vague. Okay. Great. You'll explain when it's over. I don't want to be. I didn't like that. I don't want to be in a flashback. No compet flashback. How well do I know him? Perhaps I don't know him as well as I thought. Yeah, this is what I want. Give me. You see, I'm looking to run a new social piece, something that will capture the imagination of the public. Pierre favors you with a broad, toothy grin. It may also rekindle some old rivalries, so to speak. After all, it's easier to sell newspapers when there's something to write about. If you bring me gossip related to the bourgeoisie, I'll tell you where to learn more about your estranged Armand. Okay, can do that. You're journalistic genius. Yes, bitch. Oh, we can actually read what the gossip is. A bishop has called for censorship of an opera critical of probably the marriage of Figaro, right? No, not the church. That's aristocracy. The king has signaled his assent, but it's taken weeks to make a pronouncement. Is the king taking seriously or ignoring it? A country priest in Paris for the States General has been granting asylum to accused criminals. Is he intervening on behalf of the people or obstructing justice? A bishop has called for the censorship of an opera critic. Oh, yes, we just already did that. Okay. Yeah, let's just sell this. Okay, we're done here. You can only do one thing every day. Like, I can't even sell gossip and then buy a dress. A letter on my nightstand. Camille must have brought it to you. The initial is TD. Opening it up, you find a letter from Alex. Oh, God. Precise penmanship that makes you think of expensive tutors, diligent practice, and military discipline. Cher Yvette. I'm truly glad that I was fortunate enough to meet you all those nights ago. However, I cannot stand that it came at the cost of such injustice being committed against you by the treacherous Countess Dufour. To that end, I spent the last few days gathering intelligence, and I believe I found something that you will find quite interesting. A particular fountain deep in the city. He'd like to meet with you in secret. He's worried about someone intercepting the letter. Is your enemy really that powerful? Thanks, Fab. That is the downer season, yeah. Sorry. Thanks, Steven. Flashback compet doesn't count. Alex's clue is now okay. Ugh, all right. So the maid is definitely selling gossip about me, right? That's what this happiness is about. Okay, we've got to rest for our thing tomorrow. Well, should we rest or should we buy new? What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's the wine tasting. Okay, wine tasting is bourgeoisie. Got it. Yeah, what am I gonna wear tomorrow? Well, let's hold on. I feel like I don't necessarily need a new dress right now. I think I should sleep. Yes, spend the day resting. You decide to take the day off. Yeah. Okay. You wake up to the sound of someone knocking on your door downstairs. Before you can even get up, you hear Camille cheerily call out, "I'll get it." Okay, Camille. You hear her spend a minute talking with a man whose harsh voice you don't recognize. When the conversation finishes, Camille heads up to your room. Madam, we need to talk about the rent and my wages. Oh, God. Who is out at the door? The landlord. Abolish. Oh, fuck, I missed that. You can't go back. Fuck. Was that important? Our landlord would sell his own soul for a handful of livres, and that he'd still be getting the better deal for it. Okay. Well, we didn't need to pay him this week, but next week we need to have 35 livres for our rent. Okay. Fine. See, I have a bunch of free time next week. I will get dresses next week. Let's do this. Okay, this is the wine tasting. Oh, God. It's gonna be messy. Assess preparation. Okay, I really need to get more well rested, I guess. I don't know. I do like that, like, as preparation for parties, you have to spend days alone inside doing light reading. It's very introvert. Okay. The typical ripple of whispers. Vestibule. You always get interesting rumors in the vestibule. Okay, we got cheap bourgeoisie gossip, which we can then sell to Pierre in exchange for information about Armand. Okay, always bribe everyone. I guess we learned. There's a certain level of repetitiousness. Okay. These are very familiar people. A woman approached a hunting party. You notice a woman approaching you and you sense some sort of amorous intent. Finally, the gay subplot that we've been... The situation feels off, yeah. It usually is. Something scandalous to be sure, but you're not certain if you want to be so close to it. Okay, let's check out our other options here. A gregarious woman seems to have exactly the sort of rumors you're looking for. First, you'll have to stave off the blundering boasts of a young sugar magnate. That's sinister. It's Madame Mirror again. She's just gonna plague me everywhere I go. A pair of women seem to have quite a bit to say to each other, but aren't doing so. Whatever dangerous rumors they've gotten hold of, they can't bring themselves to speak it in public. Okay. It's a lot of gossip to potentially be had over here. Let's try it. You notice two women, apart from everyone else in the room, laughing in that guilty yet carefree way that suggests something is afoot. They have yet to notice you, yet you're drawn to them like a banker towards an outstanding debt. I've heard the most outlandish things from my fellow business partners in the bourgeoisie, in the bourgeoisie. But I know it'll come back to haunt me if I repeat it here. What a familiar feeling. My husband's told me of what he's seen in the army. And I'm of the same mind. I'm not sure I could endure the backlash that would result. Who wants wine? Neither of us can discuss what we know with anyone, even each other. Okay. Anyone who leaks these particular rumors will face immediate scrutiny. Okay. They're starting apart. This is your chance to follow one of them. Okay, should I follow the milliner? With information on the bourgeoisie. No, we want the bourgeoisie. Okay. Do I know you? Okay. We got cheap bourgeoisie gossip. As you've guessed previously, it's clear she has no real sense of discretion. It's likely that before the night is over, members of the bourgeoisie will know that you got this information from her. Okay, that's fine. Empty but energetic conversation. There's nothing of substance. There's something to be said about enthusiasm making things interesting. Okay, that... We got cheap gossip. Great. Who are you? That's not worth it. Okay, this seems like it could be good. A gregarious woman, exactly the sort of rumors. Wait, okay, the sugar magnate. Let's try it. You find yourself in the middle of a conversation with a particularly energetic guest. She flits easily between social circles and has a disarming laugh that seems to make people feel comfortable enough to just trust her implicitly. Perhaps you can practice such a laugh later. She's currently in the middle of regaling you with a rumor that she's heard over the course of her various dalliances. It feels likely to be the cheap sort, but relevant to the bourgeoisie. Just as she's about to reach the story's climax, a man suddenly enters your conversation. Good afternoon, madame. Allow me to interrupt for a moment to propose a toast. God damn it. To my sugar importing company, we have a very successful year, you see. Dude, that is like slavery. 100% that is slavery. You'll both be so excited to hear what we have planned for next season. Okay. Oh my god, how do we get rid of this guy? Well, I guess we can try this. Okay. Got cheap bourgeoisie gossip. This man is unbearable. Yeah, we knew that. Okay, great. We got bourgeois gossip. Casual reminder, slavery? It's really not. It's about to become a worst. Oh shit. 120 days of incitement. These days it's used to store weapons. Yeah. Okay, prisoners that the crown finds particularly undesirable. One such prisoner is the infamous Marquis de Sade, a libertine, pro-revolutionary writer who believes in absolute freedom. Freedom from tyranny, freedom from religion, and freedom from morality itself. He has also written a staggering amount of pornography, extremely unconventional pornography. The last decade has seen him being shuffled between various asylums. Now he resides in the Bastille. These days he spends all his time writing, but has recently started calling out the windows to anyone that might listen. He claims that prisoners are being secretly executed within the prison, but there's no evidence as to whether this is actually true or not. Fortunately for the guards, those listening to his claims have realized the person yelling such claims of mistreatment is the infamous Marquis de Sade, and steadfastly ignored him. His continued pleas and claims have made the revolutionaries look ridiculous. The revolution has lost power. Later on, the commander of the Bastille reached the end of his patience and had the Marquis transferred to a new asylum. According to the newspaper, the mad nobleman was naked as a worm when he was led from the building. Apparently, this has had a disarming effect on the ferocity of his outbursts. So in Paris, life goes on. Typical. Duke Daniel requests, okay. Commemoration. Yeah, I'll take it. I still haven't completely given up on trying to worm my way into the aristocracy. I don't know why, because they're about to be beheaded. Okay. I think we need to rest. We also need to buy a new dress soon. Let's rest first. If I were to do like more educational or like, I don't know, more like just informative videos, it would be pretty interesting to do a video about the Marquis de Sade. Jean-Maurice de Talleyrand Périgord, or simply Talleyrand, as is a figure of much discussion in France, born as a scion to a powerful noble family. This foot was maimed. Okay. A priest. Scandal. These modern views. Despite the infirmities that caused his family to dismiss him, he's been considered quite desirable by many women in France due to his kindness, erudition, and snapping witticisms. However, actual advancement within the church has evaded him. Okay. The church has gained power and moved toward the crown. Okay, time to buy dresses. Don't you think? Explore Paris. I feel like we want something for the crown, right? Let's get this. We need a robe de cour. Thanks, Emerald. I don't know if I would do a video. I think like what counts as political abuse? That's like, because a lot of my videos are like about a dynamic that's somewhat abusive. Wait, did I not? Okay, confirm. Yes. Okay, great. That took a whole day. Let's go see Alex. This is a useful person. Okay. Given that you're still new to skullduggery, what a good word. You decided to dress in darker clothes and stuck to comfortable walking shoes. Surprisingly enough, you managed to find the fountain. Okay. It's just enough people wandering around that you won't draw attention, but also few enough that you'll be able to find somewhere secluded to talk. Looking around, you can't spot Alex anywhere, so you decide to take a seat at the edge of the fountain. It makes sense to be visible enough that he'll be able to find you without any flashy waving or signaling. You get comfortable, smooth out your skirts, and pause for a moment to reflect on the decisions that led you to a point in your life where you're having secret rendezvous with a member of the Queen's Dragoons to learn more about your hated enemies. If anything, they must have been good decisions. Not long after you settle in, Alex appears from around the corner and strides up to you. The uniform draws some attention, but people seem to make an effort of getting out of his way, so it must be useful for something. Bonjour, madame, he calls out pleasantly. My sincerest apologies for being late. Should we stay here or discuss somewhere in private? Let's go somewhere away from prying eyes. Magnifique. I know a reputable public house nearby that's always empty in the middle of the day. Okay. All I ever do is gain favor with Alex. Alex leads you to the public house and you take a seat with him. The barmaid seems to recognize him and brings over some wine and 2 glasses. Don't worry, I'll cover the cost of the wine, he assures you with a wave. Okay. I'm so impressed. I take it that you read my letter, so I know how much I regret what happened to you that night. I've been to some of Marcel's parties before, so I always knew that she could be vindictive with this. Even the thought of it still makes my blood boil. Okay, I get it, you have a crush on me. So seeing a chance to correct a great injustice, I reached out to from friends. Oh god, this is a lot, dude. I reached out to some friends around the city in order to gather intelligence. Everyone has a weakness after all. However, the moment I started digging deeper, something struck me as odd. She claims that her storied family fortune comes from a series of wise investments. So I visited some of her family's known business partners. They were suspicious at first, but when I used my father's last name, they would often open up to me. Among all the people I visited, I couldn't find evidence that any of her family's investments were older than 30 years or so. Suspicious. To be an aristocratic family, 30 years isn't a storied fortune. It's extremely recent. Wait, no, I keep clicking away. Marcel's weakness is somehow related to her family's money. Attack that and justice will be yours. Very good. What's our next step? I have no next step. While my position grants me a fair share of privileges, it also means I can't go much further than providing you with information. If I was caught actually helping you exact your revenge, it would reflect very poorly on the royal family. Alex, I don't think that's really a concern at this point. No matter how justified that vengeance might be. Okay, besides, I've been in a similar situation. Of course, back then I never had anyone to help me. If I can make it so nobody ever faces such misfortunes alone again, I will have changed the world for the better. If you were going to move against her, the best time to do so would be on April 24th, the night of her birthday masquerade. It's where she'll be at her most public, which will make her vulnerable to any damaging revelations about her personal fortune. Of course, for that, you'll need both evidences and an invitation. Without strong evidence, it would just be your word against hers. As a commoner, there's no way you could win such a contest. Well, you don't seem the sort to give up easily. I wanted to make sure you understood the difficulty of the task ahead of you. Au revoir, madame. Okay, that's very useful, Alex. It was kind of long-winded, but useful. Okay. April 24th. Professor Pierre, how do you pronounce this? Noai? Request the attendance of Yvette Decaux to their pamphlet debut. Okay, we got revolutionaries. Yeah, this could be interesting. We definitely don't want to leave. We definitely don't want to completely ignore the revolution because that's going to be a whole thing. Okay, guys, I think it's time for me to go to bed because I'm sleepy. So, okay, I figured out how to save. That's great. I'm sleepy, so I'm gonna go to bed. But this was fun. Let's do it again soon. Oui. Alright, have a good night, everyone. To be continued.